What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, I'm Blessed, bringing you a Madden 13 gameplay, man. Uh, the gameplay's not that important. The only thing you guys need to know is I'm the Redskins. I'm addicted to the read option. He's the Oakland Raiders, and he went for an onside kick, only down by one touchdown in the first quarter, so you know what time it is. But anyway, besides the gameplay, man, I want to talk about a touchy topic, a touchy subject. Uh, a person named Jason Collins. If y'all don't know who he is, go ahead and hit the Google button, open up a new window, open up a new tab, and hit the Google button on it. Hit the Google search on this dude, man. Jason Collins is a center from the Boston Celtics. He plays center for Boston Celtics. Played in 2 NBA Finals championships. I mean, this dude is very credible on the court. He's played for a lot of great teams, a lot of good teams. But he became the first person to come out and first athlete to come out and openly say he's gay in any of the 3 major American sports, including basketball, baseball, and football. So with him doing this, I think it opens the doors for a lot of other athletes that are gay, that are afraid to come out. But at the same time, man, I kind of see it as a selfish move. He's at the tail end of his career. He may not play again. It's only time will tell on how it will affect his free agency status, because he is a free agent, literally and figuratively, I guess. But he is a free agent, man, basketball wise. So only time will tell if another team will pick him up, and which team will it be. I mean, a lot of teams don't want to be that team to say, hey, I'm not going to pick him up because he's gay. Nobody wants that kind of publicity. Nobody wants that kind of exposure. That's just horrible for the fans, for public affairs. I mean, that's just horrible for public relations in general, man. That's something you do not want over your head, especially with the gay community and everybody that supports them, man. It's just something you do not want. You don't want to not sign him to a contract and have people say, oh, you guys are gay bashers and stuff like that. But then again, you don't want to sign him even though you don't need him or he's not that good for the team, but you sign him anyway just to waste money, just so you don't have to deal with that publicity. So in a way, man, I kind of feel like he kind of screwed himself and screwed other teams. So I think there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings about this, but at the same time, man, he opened up. Real brave of him. A lot of people wanted to do it. A lot of people want to do it. A lot of people can't hold their secrets in. You know what I mean? So he came out and said it. And to me, it's not a big deal, man. I don't mind gay people. It's whatever. I mean, I got 2 sisters. They both gay. I hold nothing against them. They're younger than me, so maybe it's just a phase. I hope. I don't approve of gays, but I'm not one to judge. That's not me. That's not where I stand. That's not my job. But I mean, I love my sisters to death. They're human beings just like everybody else, man. Who they love and who they care about, that's none of my business. Just like how who I care about, who I love is none of their business. I'm not gay, by the way. Just disclaimer, I am not gay. I have a wife and 5 kids, alright? So now we got that out the way. But nah, man, like, that's not my place to judge. That's not anybody's place to judge another person or another individual. But because of the way society is, we are forced to judge people. A lot of people like to criticize other people, even if they say, oh, I'm not judging, I'm criticizing. In a way, it's still the same thing, man. You're still looking at them and picking character off of the way that they are, the type of person that they are. Knowing someone's straight, you automatically think in your head, boom, manly. This dude's a beast. I mean, Ray Lewis, linebacker, he's a monster. Dude's an animal. He came out and said he was gay. He's soft. He ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Like, your whole mindset changed once you hear that word gay. You never know what you're gonna expect, man. A lot of people, they don't know how to act whenever they come across something that's different to them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of people that weren't raised in diversity, that weren't raised to know that there's a difference between them and other people. A lot of people has been raised, especially me being in a military diverse group. I know this firsthand, man. My first duty station, I got stationed in Germany. The first person I ever got posted with was this big country redneck. Dude's name was Hall. Last name was Hall. Big country redneck. We talking rebel flags everywhere. I mean, he hated black people, but he came out and said it, and it was just really uncomfortable when I got posted with him, and we were sitting there for 12 hours, just uncomfortable. But the only thing that made him like me out of all the other black guys was we sat down and watched American History X together. Not one word was said during that movie. We just sat there and watched it silently. It was just quiet, man. But and that changed his whole opinion, man, on not just black people. And then like he started talking to me more. After he started talking to me, he started talking to a lot of other black people, Hispanics. He started to open up, so he kind of came around. But at first, it was just different for him. I mean, I talked to him afterwards. He said it was just different, something he never expected to come across in the military. Because you know the movies, they show black people, white people, and you get your occasional Hispanics. But in real life military, man, it's a mixture of everything. There is not one minority in the military. There's a lot of Asians, a lot of Hispanics, a lot of white people, a lot of black people, a lot of Polynesians, man. Me being black and Samoan, there's a lot of Polynesians, a lot more than I would have expected in the military before I came in. So I can only imagine that the sports community is nearly the exact same way, man. I couldn't see it any other way. I don't see how only dudes from the South are running backs, or, you know, I mean, dudes from the North are kickers. I mean, there's no way I can believe that, man. So I really believe that that military mindset, being in the military, I think it's almost a similar understanding of the diversity that goes through, and a lot of people have never been through it, and that's just something that people have to accept. A lot of people's not going to prove it. A lot of people was raised no gays, no gays, no gays, no same sex marriage, no same sex anything, and then they come across it and they think it's just the most disgusting thing in the world. And that's understandable. You can have that opinion, you can have that feeling, but you can't use it against somebody else because you don't know how they grew up, you don't know how they were raised, the environment that they were in, what caused them to be that way, whether it just happened or something traumatic in their life happened. So you really can't really judge any of that stuff. But back to the sports type stuff. Playing on the field with an openly gay player, man, that just changes everything, because now you don't want to do practical jokes now, because then you'd be gay bashing. Instead of hazing, it's gay bashing if he didn't like it. You know what I mean? So now you walk in this fine line between having fun and having a lawsuit pulled against you. But if these dudes can play ball, man, no homo. If these dudes can get out there and produce numbers on the field, on the court, you know what I mean? I don't see why it should be an issue. I don't think it will be an issue. But then again, we won't know until a bigger star comes out, a RG3. Not saying that these guys are gay, but if it was a RG3 type star caliber, a Michael Vick, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, a monster linebacker, a Von Miller, you know what I mean, Alden Smith or something like that. If one of these dudes came out, I think it'd be a different story. And it's only time will tell how these teams are going to react and how players are going to react to this. Please leave your comments down below, man. I know you guys, I got a lot of young subscribers, but try and stay open-minded about this. Go ahead and leave your comments down below, man. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. It's just intriguing to me, but I'm going to holler at y'all later. Deuces, y'all. I'm out.